Time for 49ers overreactions. Brought to you by Toyota. Here's the overreaction, Matt. I'll go to you first. With what we saw today from the 49ers, with no more Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers should sign Jauan Jennings long-term ASAP.
Well, of course they should. The problem is that they wanted to do that, and Jauan Jennings wanted them to do that leading into training camp and even in training camp, but the asking price was so high. But, I mean, we know the 49ers are going to have a need at wide receiver because the only one guy really that you know for sure who's been producing a little bit this year that we know is going to be back is Ricky Pearsall. You know, Jordan Watkins is out there on the back burner, but hey, Jauan Jennings is a huge part of this offense. If they can prevent him from hitting free agency, I'm sure they'll do it, but the price tag is going to be awfully high.
Obviously, you look at the touchdowns, they're extremely important. I thought, even though the Niners' run game still average-wise in the 3+ category, I thought Jauan Jennings was excellent in the run game as far as blocking, doing that job as well.
Tom.
I think, if you think that he's your next guy, then you got to sign him. But he makes plays. No, you can't, argue with that. But you love it when a player plays the way that he does. He's excellent in the run game, and then he's a good target in the end zone.
With Brandon Ayuk being out of the picture for the foreseeable future, does he gain more leverage to negotiate his contract going forward?
Because the only other one they have is Parcell right now, is what we're talking about. So you got to have two guys at least, all right, going and then probably draft one.
Yeah.
You might even draft two.
Yeah.
I mean, the 49ers have 7 picks right now in the first 4 rounds. And I think that, wide receiver is, if it's not at the top of the list, I think obviously edge rusher is an area that they'll address. But there's no way that Brandon Ayuk will be back with the 49ers. So there are some openings there, and they need to get that churn of wide receivers in there.
I remember the second Rams game where he had a fumble, and he said, you're not going to see another fumble this year. You have not seen that from Jauan Jennings, and you've seen stellar play. So tip the hat to him all the way around.
That's true.